man who nearly died from cardiac arrest in his 20s is turning that near tragedy into purpose alongside his mother.
We're back now with a story about turning near tragedy into purpose. Kyle Hewlett, in his 20s, went into cardiac arrest and nearly died. Now Kyle and his mother, Gina Gilmore, are taking that terrifying experience and using it to help others. And they are joining us here in studio. So wonderful to see you both.
Hi, thank you for having us.
Yes, thank you for being here. So this is an incredible story. Kyle, walk us through what happened to you.
So basically, this was back in July of 2023. I didn't feel like myself, so I was really tired, but I was still getting up to go to work and all that. And then one day it was just too much, and I just came home and laid down, and it was at an odd hour during the day. I'm usually never home during the day. So my mom came home, and she was taken aback by me being in the bed in the middle of the day. So yeah, I felt really tired, lethargic. I had no energy to do anything. And I also felt like a strange sensation like in the middle of my chest, which is what caused my mom to be very concerned and forced me to go to the hospital.
And Gina, every mom knows their kid. You
Right.
knew something wasn't right, and you said you are going to the doctor.
That's
he
right.
didn't want to go to the doctor.
He did not. He wanted to just say, oh, let me just rest for a little while. And my thought was, Kyle, do you know how many people lay down and never get back up? I was like, the worst thing that's going to happen is they'll send us home with a pill or a prescription, and everything will be fine. So I took him, but it didn't turn out that way.
What did the doctor say when you got to the hospital, when they ran the tests?
They did the normal workup, and in doing so, he had an elevated level of troponin, which indicated he had a cardiac injury. And it was high enough for them to admit him to a cardiac floor where he would be monitored with the telepathy. And instead of getting better, each day he got sicker and sicker, and on the second day is when he went into cardiac arrest.
Did they say what caused the injury?
No. They did, genetic testing was done. There's no family history. The thing that they came up with was it was just a virus in his body. It could have been a simple cold virus that attacked his heart.
Wow, it's also terrifying, but here you are now doing what our friend and colleague Robin Roberts would say, making your mess your message.
That's it.
And in this case, you're making your mess your mission. You have this book we're going to talk about. You also have a foundation that you're spreading the word about. What's the main message you want to share with people here, Kyle?
Just to be mindful of your health and take life seriously. You only have one. I always say to myself, I'm living my second life, because I realize that life can be cut so short.
Absolutely.
And Gina, as a mom, I can imagine how frightening this was. Going through those steps to get him to the doctor, but then once you were there, going through all of these tests, how are you feeling now about this and in your mission and how this may help other people?
I feel so blessed. I don't believe that this was given to us just to sit on, which is why we formed the foundation, to spread the importance of CPR, because it takes just a little effort to save someone's life, because doing something is better than doing nothing.
And Kyle, you actually speak at schools now. You went to your former elementary school even to talk to kids there. Do you also feel like this, in a way, was a blessing?
Yeah, I do. I'm actually very happy to be here today. I look at it as a blessing, although some may not see it that way, but it forced me to make, I wasn't too fond of the idea of sulking in what happened to me. I look at it as a way for me to progress in life. So I started going to the gym more. I'm like a real gym head now. I eat healthy, all my supplements and stuff. So I'm really taking it seriously.
That's great. That's really commendable, and you're really playing the hand you're dealt in an admirable way, and you're helping educate other people. You've got this book here next to you, Kyle the Heart Hero. Gina, you co-authored the book here, and you're trying to get it into pediatric hospitals and libraries and share the contents of it. What is the book, and what do you hope people take away from it?
Sure. Before we start, I have one
I'm
picture.
so happy. My boys will love this.
And we have bands.
Great.
Oh, you came ready.
Yeah,
Acting
you're
like a
prepared.
true mom.
All right.
Came stocked.
Yes.
Thank you.
So the
For
true
you.
messages, and the reason why I went the children's book route was because I want to treat CPR similar to how we treat water with infants. We introduced infants to water at a very young age, so they're not afraid, so they are familiar with it, and that's the intent of the book, is to show children that you don't have to be big and strong, you don't have to be a doctor to be a hero. You can help someone just by being brave, being strong, and the willingness to try and help. That's the message of the book.
This is wonderful.
Yes.
Thank you so much for being
Thank
here and
you.
for sharing your story.
Thank you.
Kyle the Heart Hero. Right here, this book. It's available. You can pick it up as well. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
For being here.